Hey, welcome back to the channel. While waiting for X Defiant to do its damn thing, it dawned on me that the day before is coming out the same day as Modern Warfare 3. But after doing some more digging, I found out that the day before actually no longer exists. Well, kinda. It's now called DayWorld, apparently. I want to talk about how the trademark cases are going and where the game is at now. So before we get into it, if you like what you've seen today, then make sure you hit that like and sub button for more content like this. Okay, let's get into it. Before we move forward, huge shout outs to Force Gaming and Kira TV for keeping up to date with the game. Go give these guys some love, they really deserve it. If you don't know what the day before is, first off, hello, it's almost 2024, but it's an astonishingly innovative open world zombie survival game developed by Fantastic and published by Mytona. The world got its first glimpse of this digitized version of an absent father back in 2021, where the initial reveal trailer went live on IGN. The internet fucking erupted into chaos almost overnight, and for the next 2 going on 3 years, we are still asking where the game is at now. We've had very few updates, a gut-wrenching dev blog, if you could even call it a dev blog.
Let's fly to Singapore!
Привет.
Тебе что, теряешься, что ли?
Да, прикинь, за 2 дня до Рождества.
We also have a lawsuit or 2 thrown into the mix. Now, I know we're pretty deep into the video already, and if you're still here, make sure you leave a like on this shit, but you're probably thinking, Redbeard, what's the point of this video? Well, let me tell you. For a game that was once the #1 most wish-listed game on the internet, these guys never secured the rights to the name the day before. The game was announced to the world January of 2021, and the name the day before was registered as a trademark in June of 2021. They ended up getting sued by the guy who owns the original rights to that name. Around November of 2021, the trademark was in a state to be claimed by Fantastic, but wasn't because they said they had no clue that the name was actually available. So Steam looked at Fantastic, kicked them in the cock, and pulled the game off Steam. I remember being there essentially courtside when their Discord turned into ground zero. And you know who got thrown under the bus? A guy named Wolfie, who is no longer on the project. Let's continue forward with the trademark dispute. That said case in August of 2023 was suspended, pending the result of the same lawsuit, but over in Korea. Just to kind of condense down what we already know so far, Fantastic forgot to claim the trademark for the day before. The guy who owns the rights sent a lawsuit to Fantastic and Mytona, which led to lawsuits being filed both in the United States and in Korea. Now, the reason why the lawsuit was suspended back in August here in the United States is because if Mytona and Fantastic could win the case over in Korea, it would potentially increase their chances of winning the case here in the United States. The TLDR of how that case went was the Korean government allowed Fantastic to use the name the day before. So that should make things in the States easier for them, right? Boy howdy, Fantastic can't stop doing stupid shit because they are changing their name. Yeah, I know. They no longer want to be called the day before. So in August of 2023, you know, the same month as the trial suspension, they filed a trademark for the name DayWorld. Name a worse fucking name, I dare you. And that was after the community had given them very good suggestions like the night before, which is not trademarked. But no, we get DayWorld. Oh, and guess what? The name is still in use, but it doesn't seem to be trademarked anymore. DayWorld is actually a book series written in the 1980s by Philip Jose Farmer. Let's also mention the fact that these guys got their game pulled off Steam because of the previously mentioned trademark issues, then acted like nothing was wrong, then went straight to IGN and said, yeah, we actually planned on delaying the game anyways. I don't even know what to call the game at this point because both names won't stick, and I can't say digital cancer without getting demonetized, but I guess for relevance sake, I'll stick with the day before. Now that's just updates on the name dispute. Progress on development is still for the most part unknown. Even checking the official Discord turns up nothing. I'm looking at the official game news channel right now, and the only thing I see that's recent involving gameplay is an article they did on June 7th of 2023 on a website called wellplayed.com. Funnily enough though, if you click the link and you try to go to the website, the article no longer exists. And that right there is a tune that sounds way too fucking familiar. You know, the leadership on the project has crippled a lot of its progress. How would I know this information? Well, it may or may not have came from the same guy who got thrown under the bus by the fucks over at Fantastic and Mytona. I unfortunately don't have a screenshot of this, but I do remember this guy mentioning it in someone's live stream not too long ago. Speaking of direction, the game has seemingly derailed and forgot when it wants to release. The game got pushed back and delayed 4 goddamn times. One of the reasons being a massive transfer from UE4 to UE5, and apparently these guys were working on a now abandoned and maybe even deleted Discord clone named Continent. As far as progress on the trademark dispute, updates on gameplay, and whether or not we're ever going to hear from these these two dipshits again is currently unknown, but here are my thoughts and feelings. So, where's the fucking game, guys? The Day Before has had such a massive fall from grace, and to be honest, it's some of the most deserved failure in the video game industry. They did this shit to themselves. Nobody can convince me otherwise. The internet went from excited and ready to play this proposed masterpiece to now rolling our eyes in hatred every time Fantastic or the official Day Before Twitter page posts something. For example, look at this tweet that was posted August 2nd of 2023. It reads, quote, hashtag the Day Before, get ready for the best survival experience of the year, November 10. I would love to point out that this tweet was made during the trademark dispute, and they're still using the Day Before's branding. Regardless of that, I have a challenge for you all. My challenge is to go to that damn post and try to find 5 or more positive comments. Let me save you some time here. You will not find any. The one that gets me is the November 10th release date projection. Not because it's bullshit, because it obviously is, but because that's the same day Modern Warfare 3 comes out. We are over 6 weeks away from this game releasing, and we have seen nothing, we have heard nothing. Hell, we hear more about Prop Night than we do the Day Before. The release date, by the way, isn't a speculation or just a placeholder date. They got the mods in their community telling people the game is going to release in November. Newsflash to Fantastic and Mytona. You know you're full of shit. They know you're full of shit. We as an entire community know you are full of shit. It still shocks me that this game was once the most wishlisted game on the entire internet, breaking records, building hype, and then these guys just ruined it. They have also severely ruined their reputation. Now, I do have one more thing to hit on, so please just bear with me. Around the time this trailer had popped up, I remember seeing a conspiracy floating around the internet about a channel that was uploading fake vertical slices of games so developers could generate hype for a game and see if it was worth making or not. I feel like that's what these guys did 100%. Not only that, I think that's why we haven't really seen shit about this game in 8 months. 8 months ago, we got that lame-ass 10-minute gameplay with almost no zombies and stolen assets all over it, and somewhere in between there, we had actually seen more of the Day Before, but we can't really tell if the game is anywhere near close to being finished or not. Let me remind you guys again, we are 6 weeks away from having this game supposedly releasing. There's still no Steam page for this game either. Tell me how that shit's gonna work. Now, I'm sure that there is someone somewhere who is completely tone deaf to this whole situation, who's gonna hit my comment section and tell me that I don't know anything about game development and that I should just shut my damn mouth about how the game is being portrayed. And honestly, you can kiss my entire ass. In my opinion, you are not allowed to use that excuse when your game is quote unquote allegedly backed by the Singaporean government. You also don't get to use that excuse with me whenever you have paid volunteers on the brink of homelessness while you fly out to Singapore and have expensive ass dinners in the midst of a pandemic. Now, even though I just sat here and ripped this game's ass into the ground, I still want the game to come out. I still want it to be enjoyable, and I just want to get my hands on it so I know it's real. What do you guys think of the Day Before / DayWorld? Are you excited, or is it just something you no longer care about? Let me know down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, that sub button, and please don't abandon that notification bell for more content like this. And as always, my name is Redbeard Mortis. Speak loud, speak the truth, and I will see you in the next one.